What up, family? This is your ghetto news reporter, MARY-MACK-U-LE. Today is Sunday, July 18th, 2021 in my city, Chicago. I am reporting this news report from 6210 South Kimbark Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60637, apartment 308, in my slum building where I thought would be a new start for me, but it's becoming almost impossible to live here any longer. I came May 31st, 2017, and I thought everybody that was in this building needed a pick you up, meaning they was on their last leg and, they needed a place to stay and they needed someone like myself to motivate them and, kind of nurse them back to health with the word. And I've been doing my part, but I haven't been getting anything out of here as far as, what I was promised when I first got here by my manager, Steve, that we would be having, meetings and knowing our neighbors. And this was a recovery building, meaning we don't drink, drug, and, smoke, but because they came up with medical marijuana and they trying to make marijuana legal throughout the whole United States. And they know I don't drink, drugs, smoke, or fornicate. Not saying I hadn't indulged back in the day, but I've prided myself on getting myself together, and I thought this would be the building that would get me or allow me to maintain my sobriety and my how can I put it, improvement of myself around people who I thought were also working on themselves. But I come to find out, especially this year, 2021, and the fact that people know that I am the originator of rap, which I have not gotten anything for that. So I don't understand why they would look at me like somebody, better than them, when there's a lot of people, even in this building, this trap building where I'm at, that is living better than me. You understand what I'm saying? They have cars, probably a nicer apartment or whatever, and I can't put anything in here of value because when I first got here, they basically told me in a nutshell that they really didn't want me here because they flooded my bathroom, and I had bought this here toaster oven or a pizza oven and stuff from the pawn shop for a few dollars and stuff. I think about $16, and I came like the next day and my cabinet, somebody came in and pulled down my cabinet and tried to break that. You understand what I'm saying? That's when they was really hungry and it wasn't no stimulus checks and things of that nature. Now, this is what happened early on when I got here in 2017. And, I was trying to work out at, Planet Fitness. As you can see, I still have the stickers. You understand what I'm saying? And I worked out for about a week and was trying to get my life together because, I had got railroaded May 31st, 2008 for so-called disarming a police officer and became a first-time felon, just in case you are new MARY-MACK admirer or viewer viewing this here truth video. Because, I am the originator of rap, but more so than anything, I'm an advocate against child abuse victims because I myself was a child abuse victim. And I've given my story to everybody throughout the land that I thought was important, and because people know the importance of my story and the accomplishments that I have overcome, they are trying to overshadow my improvements and the fact that, I pretty much pulled myself up by my own boots, you understand what I'm saying, and, made something out of myself by being, a AA member for over, by the time I got railroaded May 31st, 2008, I had almost, about 15 years of sobriety or whatever and stuff at the time. And, I was giving my book, Rhymes, Poems, and Metaphors, plus one song away to the public to show them my appreciation because I thought I was a pillar in the community and doing the right thing. And I felt like the energy was a lot better back then compared to, 2021, where it's a whole new regime and a lot of Chicagoans have pretty much invaded my city and just bucking for dollars and position. And, it's really crazy and stuff. They have no value in the people like I do. They need to talk to the foundational, people of Chicago, the natives and things of that nature. People grew up to be able to, help the ones that are even in this building. And I've been trying my best, and I get frustrated, and some of them probably be upset with me because, whatever reason or another, people hurt people, and the closest get the mostest and stuff. So, I felt as though I was just here for people to take their pain out on and things of that nature. And I've been praying my butt off in this room, and I believe that's the only reason why I'm not really a victim, but I'm still a victim of circumstances, or, mainly coming from the so-called office and the people that's running this building. I don't believe that the people residing in the building, want to harm me as much as the people that's so-called managing the building and stuff. It's kind of like, I'm here more than the ones that's running it. The ones running it just getting the money and trying to get the people in here to attack me. So for the ones that's in here, I have no beef. Let me say that, out loud for real. I have no beef with no one in here. And I do believe that a lot of them are trying and have been prospering off of my words of encouragement and even some of my, ill way of talking. But it's only because I too am trying to work on myself and frustrated, and I'm not getting anything out the deal. Now I can't blame them or me or even management. I have to change my way of thinking. But I do have to say this: when I first got here, even management said that, we have bed bugs and go get something for your bed to make sure, you don't get bit and stuff. And I have done that. You understand what I'm saying? But now I'm starting to see big roaches. You understand what I'm saying? And I wasn't seeing roaches until this year, 2021. And I try to keep an eye on things or whatever to see what's going on. But I know for sure there's a person on the first floor, and I'm not going to bust him out, but he has trash on his floor, like, he has given up. And a lot of people, they want to blame somebody. Hurt people, right? And then they do a lot of things just to, get on my nerves, because it's a male chauvinist dominant building, whereas it's about 40 men and only about 9 girls here, ladies. You understand what I'm saying? Me being one of them. And that's kind of like a biased situation for me right there. So I can't talk to grown men. These are grown men. There ain't no children in this building. So they know they should be able to keep their room clean, if anything. And they get a check to do so. You understand what I'm saying? And the stimulus check, I believe, is one more coming, and then that's it. So if they drinking and smoking and not cleaning up, and it's going to be even more, so they're going to look at me because they know I don't drink, drug, and smoke. So they're going to want to come in my room and tear up, like in the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to be hungry. I remember I had bought some fish in the beginning. I was trying to, live good and stuff like that, decent, and get myself together, because I was violated in 2016, because of not my fault, but people just hating and stuff, government, Chicago police, and, and them putting people up to doing it and stuff at the Cook County Jail on a cycle ward, them inserting me after having 19 years of sobriety with psychotropic drugs just to experiment on me. I believe this is the second Tuskegee experiment that they're trying to use on us Chicagoans and stuff. And I believe it happened right here before, because I was on my bike going to Indiana, and I seen a Tuskegee airplane off to the side of the road and stuff like that. I'm your ghetto news reporter for a reason, if you haven't figured that out. I'm going to find what the problem is. You understand? Find out what the problem is. But mainly it's coming from City Hall. I remember doing a video in City Hall a couple of years ago, and they had drug paraphernalia right in front of City Hall. And City Hall now is like a fortress. Back in the day, you can go through and walk through and stuff, and, but now they all closed in, and, they say Lori Lightfoot has been a Chicagoan for 35 years. I believe she's been just chilling like a lot of people and stuff, gaining the real, prosperity and accomplishments that Chicago had offering, the realness, while I was asleep and not knowing that somebody was trying to, take my place in so many, words and stuff. Because if you take the O out of Mary, you got Mary. If you switch the letters around, and that's my name, Mary. You understand what I'm saying? And I am a native of Chicago. And if anybody they need to talk to, it's me. And that's why at the end of Mayor Daley's term, I made sure I made it to his office to take a picture with him to let him know that if it wasn't for me doing the right thing in the public eye, Chicago would not have been such a well-oiled machine like it, once was like it was. And, that's because people like me and people saw me in the public eye doing the right thing, not smoking, not drinking, partying, having a good time on the weekends, but not being ignorant. You understand what I'm saying? Going to AA meetings. Back in the day, we had skating. We had movies on the South Side. We had a lot of stuff, going on. And if all we have for recreation that I could see as your ghetto news reporter is drugs, violence, and alcohol, I can understand why the people, even in this building, has given up. But I'm saying if you got me on your side in this building, we could be an example for the rest of the, Chicagoans and stuff. We don't have to wait on the mayor or public officials to, come together or whatever. Now, this one guy, he wanted to speak to me and say hi, but I felt his timing was off, and he was, an informant to try to get on my nerves because, I know how I do things and how I do stuff. Let's put it like that. I've been doing this for 48 years, so I know I'm a people person and a good judge of character, and I just felt his timing was off. You understand what I'm saying? But, action speaks louder than the words. And if nobody's cleaning up the hallways or, their rooms, and I'm seeing roaches, that let me know that if it's roaches, it's going to be rats, and, it's going to be worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And a lot of it's coming from City Hall and so-called public officials that getting all this money, you understand what I'm saying, to clean up the city. And there's piles of trash everywhere and stuff. Yesterday I was out and about and I seen trash just kind of lined up. You understand what I'm saying? So basically people are just buck dancing and playing the blame game. And I don't want to do that in this building. But at the same time, if I can't get along with management and I'm the main one that's managing the building to keep these people, at least not kicking in my door, that right there should say something, because believe me, they want to. I remember when I first got here, there was a guy sweating bullets like he was on drugs, and somebody must have sent him to try to do something to me. And I came up the stairs and I looked at him, and the camera was right there. They put cameras in here. I guess they want to video my death or whatever, because they wasn't here when I first got here, the cameras and stuff. And it's one right by my door. And the guy, he was a young guy, and I could tell he was on drugs. You understand what I'm saying? This is a true story. There go the camera. It just got here. You understand what I'm saying? It's about 6 months after I got here. And it's one right here. And the guy was right here, and he was sweating bullets. I was coming up the stairs, and a gift is from God and a surprise to kill you. And he was sweating and sweating and sweating. I could tell he was on drugs. So I just looked at him and stuff. And I opened up the door. And then I went to my door. And he opened up the door. And then he looked at this door where somebody that used to stay here is no longer staying here. It's another person. But he looked over there to let me know that was the problem. You understand what I'm saying? And I kind of just looked at him like a mother, and he left, and I went in my room. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not the young people, because I know a person that's on drugs. I used to be on drugs and stuff, and they would kill you for a drink, a cigarette, and whatever it is that they want. But he couldn't do it, and because I did not look at him like a bad person, but someone of concern, he pretty much told me where the problem was coming from. You understand what I'm saying? See, a lot of people in here are selling drugs. You understand what I'm saying? Doing the do or whatever and stuff. And because they made it legal, so I guess now, I'm the victim. You understand? So I'm saying to my neighbors, I'm not in your business, and you know who you are. Please stay out of mine and at least clean up. You understand what I'm saying? Because you are attracting the wrong elements, and I'm going to have to tell the story regardless. And with that, this your Ghetto News reporter, Mary-Mack-U-LE, Trina Mary-Lee. Step your game up, family. Peace.